India reported 60,753 new COVID-19 cases, 97,743 discharges and 1,647 deaths during the last 24 hours, according to the Union Health Ministry data. Deaths reported during the last 24 hours are the lowest in the last 2 months. The government has said that according to studies, the risk hospitalization reduced by 80% and the need for medical oxygen was reduced by 8% among people who are vaccinated. India has administered 26.79 crore vaccines so far, according to the CoWIN platform. A special investigation team has been formed by the Uttarakhand police to investigate allegations of fake COVID-19 tests conducted during Kumbh Mela. Max Corporate Service and 2 other labs have been booked under the Epidemic Act for reportedly providing fake COVID-19 certificates to people who attended Kumbh Mela. Indian Railways has said that it has decided to run 660 more trains to help the movement of migrant workers and clear the waiting lists, as the COVID-19 wave is flattening in the country. Till June 18, only 983 mail trains were operational, but about 1,768 trains were operational during pre-COVID times. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to hold an all meeting with Jammu and Kashmir leaders on Thursday, according to sources. Modi is likely to discuss the restoration of statehood and other important issues concerning Jammu and Kashmir. Former legendary sprinter and 4-time Asian Games gold medalist Milkha Singh passed away on Friday due to post-COVID-19 complications. Milkha Singh had tested negative and shifted out of the ICU a few days ago. US President Joe Biden has warned the people of America about the highly transmissible and potentially deadlier Delta variant and requested the public to get vaccinated as soon as possible. People gathered outside Hong Kong court for the hearing of 2 executives of Apple Daily newspaper who are charged under the national security law. 5 Apple Daily executives, including editor-in-chief Ryan Law and chief executive Yoon Kim Hoo, were arrested on June 17. The United Nations General Assembly has called for stopping the supply of arms to Myanmar and has urged the military to release political leaders who are detained by respecting the November elections results.